Let me tell you a secret. Being queen will not fill the empty places in your heart. I arrived at the Persian court on trembling legs, a stranger to its rigid protocols and sharp-edged rules. All the priceless jewels and alluring garments in the world could not chase away the chill of loneliness that plagued me those early days. At 18, I was one of the oldest girls brought into the palace for that absurd competition. For though no one called it that to our faces, we all knew we were contending against one another for the crown. My age and my faith had garnered me enough wisdom to recognize a few things by the end of my first month at the court. My companions in the women's quarters were ruled by their longings. The longing to be the loveliest, the wittiest, the best liked, the most admired. The longing to be chosen, wanted, desired. The longing to be queen of an empire. Longing flowed over the polished marble of the women's chambers like an invisible river, its currents pounding against every wall, demanding fulfillment. But I knew that the way of my companions would lead to discontentment, to disappointment so deep it would swallow them whole. All their yearning, palpable in its reaching, snap-jawed hunger, rose out of empty places in hearts that had been starved of better things. My companions thought the crown would fill those old aches. I knew better. But looking at them, I felt the first quaking of real fear. I had my own empty places. The child of dead parents, I had learned loss at an early age. No heart is whole in this fractured world. I could easily fall into the same pit as the young women whose craving eyes looked upon me and thought, rival. Which is why I determined I would never be queen, not even when Hegai, who had charge over the virgins, set me up in the best chamber. I had no desire to win the king's love, nor had I any interest in surrendering my heart to him. I kept my own counsel and hid my Jewish heritage, as my cousin Mordecai bade me. Like Abraham, I laid the Isaac of my hopes and dreams at God's feet. I was almost 20 when I completed my year of beauty treatments. The night before my first visit to the king, I slept like a sated babe.